This is RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Special guest in the building. I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, sir, man. It's your man, Bon First Lano. I'm in the building.
What's going on? One time for Lano. And who's that beside you?
Man, that's my cousin E Jeezy, man.
What's going on, man?
Bon First and Forces.
Always good to be able to sit down and chop it up with you.
Ain't no question, man. I'm always a pleasure, man, being on your show, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So you've been kind of, you know what I mean, getting it popping a little bit.
Woman to pop back up. Yeah. I just call a woman to pop back up, man. You know, man, it's go time. It's go time.
Summer's here.
Summer here, man. Everybody looking pretty. Everybody shining. This is shine weather right here. So, you know, the weather make you, it do something to you, man. It tell you get up.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Know what I mean? So
definitely. So I guess let's talk a little bit about what you have coming up as far as music. Yeah.
Music, man. The crazy part, man, I was recording so hard, man. And I just, you know what I'm saying, went on so many other different adventures. So I got music coming out, man. I got a new project, man. That's in the making. It's called Mafia. That's coming out real soon, man. I can drop that like any day for real. But like I said, you know, getting back in the loop, man, you pick so many other pieces back up, you be like, damn, I don't want to forget nothing. So I'm just like on that time right now. You know what I mean?
Definitely. You know, coming out of Baltimore, obviously I talked to a lot of artists from here.
Yeah.
Coming out of Baltimore, how hard or how easy has it been for you as far as, you know, just really getting the music out there in this market?
Honestly, man, it's tough, man. But I honestly can say I've been blessed, man, because I honestly didn't just use Baltimore market. You know what I mean? Baltimore, that's my playground. I love it. You know what I mean? This where I'm from, totally. But there's a bigger world out there. You know what I mean? And I networked with people all over the world. You know what I mean? So it never just been like a Baltimore thing for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, Baltimore thing that they like seeing what they see, you know, and they pick up on. That's what I can say on that situation. So I've been pretty good.
As far as Bomb First, how did that come about? Why that name?
Okay. That came about from a movement, from the Bomb First movement, you know what I mean? And everybody a part of Bomb First know that you must, whatever you do, man, you must go hard with it. You know what I mean? And you must Bomb First. It's a way of life, it's a must. You know what I mean? Bomb First, shout out to Bomb First Nation, man. Everybody out there that been rocking with us through the years, man. Salute.
Definitely. We've been talking about Gucci Mane before we got on air, and so
welcome home, Gucci
Definitely.
Mane. Welcome home, Gucci.
And so, you know, and I was comparing it to Shine when Shine was locked down, and how Shine didn't have that same buzz when he came home. Why is it that Gucci Mane has this buzz?
Gucci Mane left some good people behind him, man, that really stayed 10 toes down. You know what I mean? And was really a part of his campaign and really appreciated what he did for them. You know what I mean? So Gucci Mane ain't had no problem, man, when he came back uptown. You know, he had people like Young Thug, that's very hot right now. Young Scooter, Migos, and just the ATL, man. ATL love him, period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. You know, Shine wasn't officially from New York.
Yeah, that's true.
Gucci is officially from ATL.
Yeah.
Boss.
And reps it.
Zone 6. Yeah. So welcome home, Gucci Mane. Shout out to Gucci Mane, man. Maybe we can get up pretty soon, you know what I mean, and make some work happen. You feel me? Straight up.
That'd be hot. So who do you listen to? You know, as far as, you know, outside of your camp, who do you listen
outside
to?
of camp?
Yeah.
I'm feeling, man. Honestly, Kevin Gates, man. Kevin Gates caught my ear like no other, man. I salute his grind, man. Heavy, man. Like, he one of the ones that's, you know, in my bracket, in my age range. I like what he's saying. I like what he's talking about. I like how he's standing behind his music. You know what I mean? I like I've been loving Yo Gotti, man. Shout out to Yo Gotti, whole CMG camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely rocking with Baltimore hip hop because I helped pave, you know what I mean, pave the way. So I like how our train's starting to, you know what I mean, motor back up, and you know what I mean, we get a name for our hip hop here.
Definitely.
You know,
and it's quality. And we making quality music.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, I've had this conversation with several artists, and I got all different types of responses. I'll be anxious to hear what you say about this. Somebody doing music, let's say they're doing street music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And they talking about street subject matter. Do they have to be from the streets as far as living it? Can they just be telling a story?
Yeah, man, they can be a out the window ghetto guy, man. They can be one that just keep their window open, man, and just, you know, see what's going on. That don't make them not, you know, facts or not knowing exactly what's going on in the hood, man. They living in it every day. They just not reacting in it. You know what I mean? So shout out for all the window ghetto music makers. You know what I mean, man? There's a place for them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so that's good. That's good because I guess it wasn't always like that, whereas though you could just be an observer,
right?
And have that you know, just have that lane that's open for you where people want to still respect what you do. If somebody that's never heard Lano's music before, and we were playing the Panda freestyle that you did, which I like.
Appreciate that.
How would you describe Lano to somebody that's never heard Lano before?
I'm for the struggle. I ain't the one that I ain't gonna one that's gonna talk, man, that I got it. You know what I mean? Because we working full, getting it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of facts. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of realness. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of ups, a lot of downs. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't happy. You know what I mean? Some sads. I just represent the struggle, man. Period. I represent the struggle for the struggle, for the ones that's coming through the struggle and stay 10 toes down and come up. You know what I mean? That's me.
Definitely. Did you grow up wanting to be in music?
No, I can't say that. But I grew up loving music. I always love the culture of it. I always love the swag. You know what I'm saying? Of, you know what I mean? Back in the day, Method Man and, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang Clan, all Nas, Big Pop. I always was a fan of the swag of it. You know what I mean? Rapper was just that nigga. Hands down, man. Like, who ain't want to be like him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jay-Z's. And then they was very wealthy off what they was doing, man. You know what I mean? So I wanted one of them jobs.
Like motivation.
Yeah, it was motivation. It always been motivation, man. Even you see a rapper when you was coming up, man, a pair of tennis he had on, man. You wanted them. Yeah. You wanted them joints, right? Ain't no question. So
definitely.
Now I'm trendset. You feel me?
Right.
So
and so, like you said, you've worked with a lot of artists, and you've helped a lot of artists.
Yeah,
definitely a boss in your own right. Are you looking to add any other people to your camp?
There's always room for that, man. I ain't one of them ones that just lock in and lock the doors, and hell no. Man, as long as you know you're a hard worker and you ready to bring something to the family, you know, to the table. You know what I mean? Because it's never enough, you know what I mean, enough entertainment. There's no droughts on entertainment. It's always gonna be running.
Right.
With or without me. You know what I mean? So hell yeah. Anybody you want to come on home to Bond First Nation? Can you shoot a video? You know what I mean? Can you lay a hot, you know what I mean, a hot beat? You feel me? Well, yeah, man, holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a couple projects coming up.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
And some live performances. Let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you got in the works.
June the 18th, I'll be live at Paparazzi Club with a great Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? OG classic Juvie. I'm an old Hot Boys fan myself.
Absolutely.
So, you know, man, you talking about my era now. You know what I mean? Like people that I wanted to see all my life. You know what I mean? We be sharing the same stage. You know what I mean? And it's an all-white party, so we're going to be super crushed. Super real fresh. You know what I mean? Shout out to Party Marty. You know what I mean?
Definitely shout out to him. So that's Saturday, June the 18th, Paparazzi here in Baltimore. That's big right there. That's big right there.
I love it.
So you want to touch the stage?
Yes, sir.
And like you said, you're gonna be all white.
All white.
That's serious. What else is going
on? Then I got a DVD. I got a documentary coming out on the late Devin Rankin. That's my brother. He passed away. He passed away last year. We are working on that right now as we speak, and that will be out very soon. I don't have a date on that, but
that's in the making. I saw some photos on that, like online. So let's talk a little bit about as far as what did he do as far as the scene, like what he into.
He was one of the best dirt bike riders in the city. You know, he was one of the ones that stood out. You know what I mean? He's no hands. They called him No Hands King.
Oh wow!
Because he was taking his hands off the bike. You know what I mean? And flying.
So he was one of the guys that we would see about Drew Hill Park.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He leaded the pack. You know what I mean? It ain't a secret. He already know about it.
I've seen him before. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Salute.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of people outside of the city don't understand the dirt bike culture. You know what I mean? As far as
it's spreading like wildfire, man.
That's a kid's dream.
Definitely.
As a
kid's dream. Coming up.
I never been a rider myself, but I've always liked to watch. Mm-hmm. And you know, I mean, you see it, you instantly just want to stop and look. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just an it's a circus right there for free for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I've liked the film, and I filmed a lot of it, but I've never written. Do you think that is that where it needs to be, or do they need to have a park where they can go and do that freely, or is the street part of the excitement?
The street is part of excitement. I can't sit here and make up something if they're gonna be in a park riding in a circle. You know what I mean? Because it's just not what it is. You know what I mean? But it'd be great for them, you know, to have something, you know, that they work for of getting.
But I get the excitement as far as like, you know, like girls and people looking and like that whole thing. And then you know, we around the same age. So it's just like, you remember when people used to go like to the lot or to drive around downtown. It's just that whole, you know, that whole environment like that. So it kind of brings that back a little bit. You know what I mean? It's cool.
I agree.
The city don't like it though, but you can't really do anything about it. It's just, you know, they don't chase people on the bikes no more.
They're supposed to.
But they still do?
They still do. They don't supposed to.
Yeah.
Because it's too much of a risk. You're getting chased and people probably like panicking and, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think they do need a park too for them to just actually ride just for the bikes though. That'd be more safer. You feel? Yeah. I think that too though. The street wise, that's just for excitement, fame, and all that extra stuff. But it's still dangerous. Mm-hmm. Like, I used to be scared for my cousin to ride. I used to ride. We even do cars and all that. And then you got to ride for everybody else, like driving for everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the most dangerous part to me is more so the drivers not knowing how to react to the person on the bike. You know, so I'm definitely looking forward to the documentary. So you want to talk about him riding? You got footage of him and all that?
And we got footage of the Shout out to Teresa Davis too, man.
Oh, definitely.
Big
She
shout
said
out to Teresa Davis, man. Major part on that.
That's good. That's good. So she got footage of that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. What's the title of it?
It's called the WJZ Little Deb Store.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so definitely keep me posted on that. So I also want to talk about Freddie Gray. As far as the officers, more so about the officers, do you think that the officers are going to be convicted, or any officer?
I think they're going to slide out of that, buddy.
I think they're going to slide out of that. I hate to say that. I think they're going to get off on it. And it's really crazy Because vice versa, like I said before, if it was one of us and another person, it'd be another way situation. Just because they lost don't mean you get off on murder.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's not only here. Obviously, it's around this whole country. You know,
right.
it's around the whole country. So I mean, hopefully it doesn't go down like that. I would like to see at least one officer get something.
Yeah.
But the way it looks, I was telling my father, I think if anybody goes to jail for Freddie Gray, it's going to be Marilyn Mosby. That's what they're trying to. Yeah. She the one getting all the charges, all the cases ordered. That's crazy.
I agree, man.
Crazy.
Sure, yeah.
But so how can people stay up with you? What's going on with you and the whole bomb first?
Man, you can catch me online, man. I'm on IG, Lano Bomb First. I'm on Facebook, Lano Dale Johnson. I'm back super active, so I'm gonna be on every event that popping off. I'm back all summer 16. You know what I'm saying?
So people can book you?
Yeah, man, they can book me, man. We ready to go. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kamal Jones.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Handle business.
Ain't no question.
Music videos coming up?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna shoot a video for that new Panda joint I just dropped. You know what I mean? Just to wet the well back up. You know what I'm saying? You know how I move down.
Absolutely.
When I move. You feel me? So,
anybody else you want to shout out?
Yeah, ain't no question. I want to shout out the whole Bomb First Nation. I want to shout out everybody that's working. You know what I mean? The whole Baltimore city that's moving. You know what I mean? As a whole. I want to shout out all my NYC people, all my people in Philly. I want to shout out all the Muslims. Salam alaikum. Shout out my cousin E Jeezy right here. You know, that's my backbone. He always with me. Ain't no question. And everybody that's repping for Lano. You know what I mean? Team WJZ. And I also want to give a big shout out to Diamond K for having us on the show.
Absolutely. We were talking a little bit. I know it was very rapid, but we were talking a little bit about the discipline that's needed during Ramadan. Could you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Ramadan is a month of the great, that's just where Muslims get a lot of their blessings from. You know what I mean? And this month is a 30-day of fasting. You know what I mean? And it takes super discipline. You know what I mean? Because you're not eating, you're not drinking any water. Just like I haven't eaten or had anything in my body today, and I'm sitting, with it's water right here. I smell food. I ain't no little guy, you know what I mean? But it's a discipline thing where you standing behind for something you believe in, and you praying for a better cause in your life, better blessings to become, you know what I mean? And you're doing that for Allah on the sake of God, and it feels much better than drinking this water, after I get through fasting, when the sun go down.
Yeah. And so, also I like the part where you were saying about, I guess when the body's empty, as far as, I guess you were talking about like negative energy.
Yeah. When you fasting, man, is you have to try to not be around too much, negativity. You know what I mean? Because you're on an empty, your body empty. You don't have any water, and it's easy to get agitated. You know what I mean? You have to be super disciplined. You know what I mean? To be around certain things that can, pull you in. So I just try to stay cool. I try to stay low key. You know what I mean? And try to stay very prayed up. You know what I mean? That's all I can really say, man. But it is a beautiful thing. Like I say,
I can see how that could. I didn't understand it initially, and so, but as I've heard more people talk about it, I get it.
Yeah, see, it's not just for Muslims. I know people that fast. I got people right now that's fasting with me right now. That ain't even Muslims. They just trying to discipline themselves and things. You know what I mean? Weight loss and a lot of other different things. You know what I mean? Cleansing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that's out there that's fasting. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And Allah make it easy on you.
Definitely. So I definitely appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate being here, man. Anytime, man.
Definitely.
Anytime.
So got the Panda freestyle out there.
Ain't no question.
New album coming.
New street mixtape.
June 18th.
June 400 degrees. Hot boys. Hot boys in the bed. All white.
18th.
All white.
And so they can get advance tickets, or they gotta get them at the door.
No, they got advance tickets. Okay. Hit up Party Marty. Party Marty got all the tickets.
Me, you, wow.
Absolutely, and the documentary, which I'm also looking forward to. Absolutely, that's coming.
Next time I get back here, man, I'm gonna have a few things for you, man. And I'll have a perfect date for you on the documentary. So I want to get back very soon.
Absolutely. You know? Looking forward to that. One time for Lano coming through.
Salute, man.
All right, so definitely. But like I said, hit me up. Whatever was going on. Bomb first.
My man,
man.
All famous. Salute. Yeah. All right. Ain't no question.